Hello and welcome to this little thing we're doing here. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna call it yet. Haven't really decided, but basically what you're seeing now is me drawing. I'm kind of just narrating it right now because originally the idea was like I'd throw it up with some music on it, but YouTube seems to be like all Nazi about what you publish with music, like I guess rights controversies and such. Uh, so yeah, I just figured I'd narrate this, and what this drawing is it's from another little series that I've been doing kind of privately without anybody knowing, which actually I think has Tom a little upset with me. But it's not anything that I see going anywhere, anytime soon. This is it's from another little series I've been doing, just in my head, just messing around with, called Tokyo Rejects. It's a far less serious project than SXU. Uh, I guess if I had to describe Tokyo Rejects, it's more of like a comedy type of comic rather than, it's humor, video game geek stuff, rather than SXU. Like SXU is gonna have more humor coming up, like once we get past like this opening jazz, but it also has a really actually quite serious, inner storyline to it. Like there's actually plots going on and such. Whereas, Tokyo Rejects is kind of like just me throwing thoughts around and messing around with, what I think would be comical. SXU's always had a serious tone in my mind, and it's gonna get, the mood's gonna lighten once I get further into it. Like right now, I'm pretty sure people are like, "Oh, what's all this story crap? Why is he running from a guy in a gun? Where's the jokes? It's a comic." But it's one of those serious comics that, people who just want funny won't like. But but yeah, this is the main character. Actually, the funny thing about Tokyo Rejects is as I was drawing SXU, the main character actually looked a lot like this. Zieg looked a lot like this, but I decided to make Zieg. Zieg later became based really off of me. So like this is what Zieg probably should have looked like if I didn't get all serious about SXU and doing it, the way it's going. Like I decided that Zieg needed to be more realistic. Instead of having hair that defies logic and flips over like it's defying gravity. And yeah, like this one actually has more of a manga styling to it. Like there's gonna be like corny little things about the character designs. Like you see here, the main character has some goggles around his neck. More like anime-like things. Crap. Maybe maybe me talking for 8 minutes probably isn't a good idea, because that's about how long this clip is. Actually, the original clip was like 32 minutes long, because these are sped up, of course. The first one I posted, I got some messages, some private messages, saying like, "Wow, do you really draw that fast? That's crazy. Can you give me some tips?" And I was just like, in the video, I actually say I don't draw this fast. It's all sped up because YouTube has time limits to where you can only upload 10 minutes, at a time. So what I did was I threw this thing into Windows Movie Maker, because I'm a PC guy and not a Mac guy, which that's actually probably something that I can use a lot of time talking about too. uh, Basically, yeah, I threw it into Movie Maker, and I kept on adding like double effects until it was like within the time limit. So so yeah, this is definitely not the speed I draw at. Yeah, usually it takes me a little while to get my thoughts composed, and you'll actually see throughout this video I flip into to my iTunes a few times, because the thing about me is whenever I draw or write or just like try to scheme up ideas in my head, think of stuff, I always I always have my music going. To me, I guess music is just a very vital part of my creation. Yeah, see iTunes right there. Uh, Music is just a very vital part of my creation process. Like it helps me think. Inspires me to think up different things. It's basically just food for my imagination. So, but yeah, I'm a PC guy, which a lot of people are always like, "Oh yeah, you're doing this kind of stuff. You should get a Mac." Truth is, I want a Mac for work, but I always see myself as kind of being the guy with the PC home computer. Like for all my media and video games and probably video, I'd probably still record at least on my PC. But I'm really for both. I don't have a problem with any OS, any operating system. I don't have a particular favorite. Like I would like a Mac for my art because I hear that they are easier to work with for file systems and such, and just like less complicated than PCs and much more user friendly. And I mean, not that that's really a problem with me because I'm pretty much lead on all things PC. I grew up with them. So yeah, I'm pro-choice. But yeah, this other character I'm joining here is actually based off of an old high school friend of mine that I actually haven't talked to in a while. Like we chat every now and then on Facebook or something, but I haven't really seen him. I kind of had a kid, and I was kind of like, let's just give him his space. He's got a lot going on, and yeah. But this character, because in high school, when I first started getting into the idea of doing webcomics, he would always be like, his thing was the yin yang and this whole balance spaz, and so like he actually, no joke, dyed one half of his hair, like I'm gonna do it eventually. You'll see me shaded it in a little while, but actually one half of his hair was black and the other half was blonde. Yeah, see, there you go. We made fun of him so much because he did his eyebrows with it too. It was just ridiculous. And we teased him, but it was kind of cool. It was an individual thing. There's nothing wrong with expressing individuality. Oh, you'll see right there the thing I wrote. You can't really make it out because I didn't change the brush size, but I wrote tablet drivers crashed. Because I don't know if anybody else ever has this problem, but every now and then my tablet drivers will just stop working for some reason or another. I work with a Bamboo, nothing too big. I want to get the new Intuos 4 that Wacom just came out, but right now it's not really within my budget. But yeah, like every now and then the tablet drivers will just crash.